What's up, Planeswalkers? Another day, another deck, and today we are going to be trying out Boros Effigy. So this is a deck kind of built all around Fleeting Effigy and Boros cards. So we've got Fleeting Effigy, bounce back to your hand. We've also got Cori Mountain Stalwart, the second best Cori in the format maybe. Screaming Nemesis, Boros Charm, Lightning Helix, Dreadmaw's Ire. Everything else, also 2 Authority of the Consuls to try and combat aggro decks. So this is, we're just trying something new. I saw this in the ladder a few times, so let's see how it goes. And on to the first match. By the way, thank you to everybody for the support. If you haven't and you're watching, consider liking and subscribing. You don't have to, but we're almost at 800 subs. I think we're at like 793. We jumped up a ton. So go ahead and consider it. And Umbreon's meowing in the background if you heard her. She wants you to sub too. So we got the Hired Claw down. That's good for us. We do only have a Mountain Source and then the Plains. Opponent's probably going to cut down our Hired Claw here. Let's see how that goes. We do got the Dastardly Dwayne versus the Dwayne. Yep, there is the cut down. We do have 2 Burst Lightning that we can kind of go ahead and try to get rid of opponents' creatures if they do play. It seems like they're playing green-black, so... Oh, okay. We might not see creatures for a minute. We do have Screaming Nemesis, though, so let's go ahead and throw out the Screaming Nemesis. This might be bad for us. If this is the deck that I think it's going to be, this is going to be really bad for us. If this is the Phyrexian Fight Club deck, or, you know, basically the Phyrexian Obliterator in this Herd Migration, then we're done. Okay, so we do have the Revenant coming down. This is, not to give a spoiler, this is a deck that I was actually going to get ready to play soon. So Duress is great for them. They can get rid of one of the Burst Lightnings. That's fine. We do have Authority of the Council here. I think we gotta go put down the Authority of the Council. Then I think we just go ahead and take care of the Revenant with 2 Burst Lightnings. We could have like Burst Lightning our Nemesis, swung, you know, hit them for 2 and then hit them for an additional 3 and then they can't gain life. But if they play a Obliterator now, it at least comes in tapped, which they do. It's so crazy that the Heirloom taps for any color too. And I think we're done for here. They got the Bushwhack, don't they? Yep, Bushwhack coming in. Well, 5 damage. I guess we deal it face, and then we gotta sack 3 permanents. Because we didn't want to fight. They made us fight. We do have an out if we draw like 3 Boltwaves in a row. All we need now is a Boltwave and a Burst Lightning, right? It's easy. We got this. Opponent's going to start swinging in. So let's hope and pray that they're not going to draw something good. All right. Opponent's going to Surveil also. Let's see if this goes in their favor. They didn't add anything else. Let's get another Authority of the Councils down. We are probably done here. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, it's not looking good. At least now we gain a life. I don't know why I said another. Oh yeah, I had to sacrifice my first one. If they swing out with everything and we can live, we might have a chance because they can't gain life. They're still gonna draw cards. I don't know if they have any. I mean, yeah, you can see that I have the effigy, so yeah, I guess they just win now, right? Like, they just kind of go, okay, cool. We won't. Well, they have another Phyrexian. We gain a life. Yeah, they're gonna get this one. Good game, opponent. All good. On to the next one. The Captain Crunch? The Captain Crunch. I'm a huge fan. Like I said, the Captain Crunch, guys. Now that's amazing. Alright, we're going to keep this hand. Again, this deck might not be great. I've faced it a few times on the ladder, like the Cori Mountain Stalwart. If you can get that far out, then yeah, it can be pretty great, but I just feel like Standard's way too quick right now. There's too many cards in different types of decks that really just hit you in the face way too quickly, you know? Alright, we got turn 2 now. We can go ahead and throw down a plains. We can Lightning Helix the Fear of Missing Out. That's pretty big for us. Opponent giving us the sleepies. The secondary sleepy, I should say. Because that's not the normal sleepy that I use. I think we just hold on to the Boros Charm maybe. Or the Dreadmaw's Ire. Swing in, deal 1. Keep going. I think that's the best bet that we can really do here right now. Opponent's going to go ahead and play their 4th land. We are a bit... Oh, yeah, they're playing Reanimate. I didn't even notice the Atali in the grave. Of course I didn't. Darn. Okay. I mean, we still got a shot here. Because we can deal 4 to face to opponent. They go down to 12. We get a land off the top. That's awesome. We can go ahead and play the Screaming Nemesis, but I think we wait. Let's see what opponent does. Are they going to go ahead and kill? Yeah, they're going to kill, and they're going to leave us here. Let's go Screaming Nemesis now. I'd rather the Screaming Nemesis live, because they're going to bring... What, Atali back? Do we just hit them with the Sleepy now? Because, yeah, they hit us with Sleepy a bunch. They get a bit of Reunion, and then off of us, they get a Hired... Was that Hired Claw, I think? So, yes, Bitter Reunion, Hired Claw... We have the Dreadmaw's Ire. That would let us get rid of something. But I think we just go ahead and swing. They're not going to block, so we can go ahead and Dreadmaw's Ire. Yes, keep sleeping, opponent. What do we want to do? Greatness at any cost. And then we can actually just go ahead and give our creature double strike here. Boom, boom. Deal 10 to them, and then Boltwave them for 3. Good game, opponent. 3, 2, 1. I don't normally get back, but I mean, I was so excited. The Captain Crunch, and they're doing that to us? Never meet your heroes. Alrighty, what do we got now? Sir Pow. I think this is definitely a keep. We can Inspiring Vantage for Authority of the Consuls here, and then 3 Hired Claws. Just hope for the 4th, I guess. Who knows what we will get. Opponent's playing white also. Novice Inspector. Okay. We gain a life. Sunbillow. No, I think we want to go Mountain here. Sunbillow Verge wouldn't be on yet. So now we can go ahead and 2 Hired Claws. Pass the turn. Now we're cooking with fire. We're cooking with Boros. We're cooking with Lightning Helix. This could be... I was going to say this could be a Boros or a Jeskai deck. I think the Jeskai one, like the Jeskai Oculus, is the one that I most commonly see. So we can go ahead and play the Verge, put down a Hired Claw, swing with 2. It'll trigger 3 times. Boom, 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 face, face, face. And then depending on what opponent does, we could potentially activate. Yeah, they've seen enough there. Wow, opponent said, nope, I am out of here. All right, well, on to the next one. This is a decent hand, right? We got Effigy, we got Clockwork Percussionist, we've got the Screaming Nemesis. We've only got 1 red source. That's the only downside. So we have to go ahead and play the plains first. Then we can play some of our red cards. Okay, Voices of Victory. I think we have to Lightning Helix that immediately. So we might be facing the better version of this deck, which I mean, this is why I'm playing this Boros deck, to see if it can hold up. Of course, they have a second Voices of Victory. I think we just go Authority of the Consuls here, because, well, no, dang it. I shouldn't have done that. That was a mess up. I was thinking because their Mobilize are going to enter in tapped, but no, they enter in tapped and attacking as is. Okay, that's good. So yeah, they're playing the Sharpshooter, so we at least are negating the additional damage that they're getting from the Sharpshooter. So Sharpshooter pings us for 2, we gain 2 back. So we're just taking normal damage. Now, by all means, that's still terrible for us, because this Boros Sharpshooter deck still spits out creatures like nobody's business. So I think we just go ahead and Screaming Nemesis, hold it up. We're good unless opponent has like a Get Lost or a Sheltered by Ghosts or something. They're going to ping us. So yeah, see, enters tapped and attacking. So doesn't really matter for us. I thought it would help us, but I guess not. And there's the Sheltered by Ghost. Holy cow. It is not my day, y'all. It is definitely not my day. Opponent got the draw of their life. Yeah, I'm going to play it out. We never know what may happen. I could get another Screaming Nemesis off the top. No, I get the Cori Mountain. I think I play the Cori Mountain Stalwart here. What's the likelihood that they have a second? Okay, they have... I was about to say, what's the likelihood that they have a second Sheltered by Ghosts, y'all? Thank goodness they didn't. They do have a Skrelev, and they have an Arabella. Yeah. This might be bad for us. Oh, this is decent. So, we needed a red source, but we got Dreadmaw's Ire, so we can swing in. They're not going to block. It looks like, at least. They could block. Okay, they don't block. We can go ahead and give them a +2/+2, hit them for 5, and then we can destroy their Arabella. Dreadmaw's Ire, that card is such a good card recently. It is so good recently. Especially with like the Cori Steel Cutter decks. They have another Arabella, of course. Nice. Oh, yeah, I think I see the writing on the wall, y'all. Let's get out of here. On to the wrap-up. So yeah, this was Boros Effigy. This was just a rough draft of what I saw online, you know, facing it in the ladder and things like that. I think this could be a decent deck. Maybe Effigy has a spot in the current Boros deck, kind of like the last one that we just faced. Let me know what you think. If you have any other deck ideas, leave them in the comments. But again, if you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing. We're on our way to 800. The support has been absolutely amazing, everybody. Thank you again. And first and foremost, last but not least, you are doing everything right today, and you matter. Goodbye.